What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Gold Collar production. This is Gold Collar. I'm Quasar, my cousin Christopher H, my brother over there, Juice Steve, in the building. You dig? So check it out. We got the album coming out, Soul Power 2, The Power of 3. You know, it's our second time we dropped the album, the sequel to the first Soul Power. If some of y'all been following us, been following the movement, you're probably familiar with the Soul Power. The first Soul Power, we did it. It kind of was a post Katrina album. We had a lot of thoughts and things we wanted to release on that album, but we came a long way from then. Lyrically and spiritually. So we're a whole lot deeper and a whole lot more developed, I want to say. But real quick, I want to ask Christopher H, what rappers exactly inspired you, or would you say built Christopher H to be who you are today?
Well, basically, I listen to a lot of different rappers all throughout my life. I've been rapping since I was a little kid. So basically, I've been inspired by different eras of rap, from the early hip hop to the 90s hip hop and to now. So New Orleans hip hop, so I've been, it's so many different names. I could say so many, through Jay Nas, of course, and, all the greats, Rakim and Wu-Tang Clan and different, groups and artists that we all know of. But that's pretty much it. Besides myself, my cousins, they inspire me too. So, that's probably it for me. What about you, Juice Steve?
Yeah, for me, we are New Orleans grounded people. We are a bunch of New Orleans grounded individuals to begin with. And us as Gold Collar, we are hip hop fans. We love the art of hip hop. So, with that being said, it's kind of hard to narrow it down, but if I have to, I'll have to say Mac Shell Shock, out of New Orleans, of course. I'll have to go with Lupe out of Chi-Town. I definitely like what he did to the game. Also, I have to go with Soulja Slim, a New Orleans legend. Definitely inspirational to me, and just the love of the art, the culture,
All right, so for me, I don't know. I guess you could say I'm a big time Nas head. Me, so I was Nas. I was from Illmatic to the whole nine to his last album. I followed Nas the whole time, so I'm a big Nas fan. Jay-Z too. I'm a big Jay-Z Nas fan. Growing up in the hood, like my brother said though, Mac Shell Shock. We had the BG, we had the Cash Money. We listened to a little bit of everything in the hood. Everything in New Orleans was in our DNA. When I say Nas and Jay-Z, that's just the stuff that we had to kind of get outside. Mentally, we was already outside of the hood while we was in the hood. We was listening to stuff outside of the hood. So a lot of people, they wonder why our styles are so complex and why we don't rap like a typical New Orleans rapper. Because we've been listening to stuff from up top. We've been listening to different rappers from all around. I don't want to say just up top, because we've been listening to rappers really from all around. So this is pretty much the sum of all that, what you got in this group right here, But real quick, I wanted to also ask, as far as our rap name concerned, a lot of people might be wondering, what does the H mean in Christopher H, and how Juice Steve get his name too. So I want to ask y'all real quick, what exactly, could you explain to the people what the H mean in Christopher H?
As far as the age go, my middle name is Hannibal, so it's basically Christopher Hannibal is my government name. Like I said, when I was younger, I kind of didn't use it that much because people used to tease me about it when I was a little boy, because they didn't understand, how you get the name Hannibal. It was a joke. But I did some research and I talked to my dad about it and asked him what made him name me that. When he told me, I thought it was so dope that I was like, I couldn't believe that I was ever embarrassed about it, and at the same time, when I, Hannibal, that's just my side where I could just be, they got darkness in there, So when I say Hannibal, the lyrics it's about to be something serious, So that's about that.
Yeah. Me, honestly, Juice Steve, there's a funny story behind that. So I used to make, when I was in college, I used to make like little funny rap videos when I wasn't serious about the art, you know. I did it for fun. I was a character, I was an entertainer for sure. So my frat brothers knew that. Everybody, all my friends knew I was entertaining. I used to do this stuff for fun. So a few of my frat brothers hacked into my computer one day when I wasn't home, and they made a video. In the video, they kept calling me Juice Steve, Juice Steve, Juice Steve this, Juice Steve that. So I guess just after playing that video a few times, I was like, damn, hold up, I like that Juice Steve thing, you know? So I took it and I ran with it, and now here we are.
So me, as far as my rap name is Quasar, of course, and I went from, first it was Q the Beast. I decided to rename myself Quasar because a quasar is a galactic term, and basically a quasar is a beam of light that radiates from out of the black hole in space. So when I like the concept of bringing light to a dark place, so I felt like that's something that I wanted to do because it's something I feel like that's my position in life. I wanted to make a impact on people around me and the people who listen to my music. I want to touch people through my music and hopefully bring light to that dark space, you know what I mean? But just real quick, moving on, you know, I wanted to get into as far as the album concerned, we got the like I said, Soul Power 2, The Power of 3, you know what I mean? The name The Power of 3 was Chris' idea, actually, to come up with the name The Power of 3, you know. What exactly, Chris, what exactly made you want to call it The Power of 3? And also the album, the artwork on the album was designed by Christopher H. also. I want to ask him also to explain to y'all what exactly the symbolize of the arms like that making a pyramid, because some people might be a little scared, you know what I mean? We got to break it down for them so they know it ain't no Illuminati stuff going on. You did?
Yeah, well, first of all, there's 3 of us in this group. You know what I mean? It was 3 of us when we started this record label. And it's, you know, we Gold Collar. Gold Collar is the 3 of us. Like you said, it's the 3 heads with 1 neck. That's Gold Collar. The Power of 3 incorporated that because it takes 3 of us to, you know, to make this album great. And like I said, the Power of 3 goes into different terms of mathematics, and you can find it in just about everything out there. You know what I mean? It's a part of it's so deep that it take me so long to go into the actual details of it. But that's what we were thinking. I was thinking of when I was coming up with that. And as far as the album cover with the pyramid shape and the triangle, I look at it like we the triangle. It's 3 sides to us. It's three sides to every story. So that's basically was the thought process behind that. It was incorporating that, but it's it's some deeper situations in there as well. But that's what it is.
But as far as Juice Steve, I want to let everybody probably, if you've been following the movement, like I said, Soul Power 1, we did that about 2 years ago, right? Was it about 2 years ago? And about 2 years ago, we dropped Soul Power 1. And Juice Steve been out of the loop for a little while, so he back on this album. We're going to give you a heavy dose of Juice Steve. Juice Steve dropping them bars too, boy. Get ready, because he coming. He dropping them serious bars on this album. I promise you that. But real quick, on your solo song, Juice Steve, Art of Balance. A lot of people gonna kind of like that concept so dope, I feel like, first of all. Art of Balance. A lot of people somebody out there may not know exactly what you're talking about. So break down that song, Art of Balance, and tell them what you mean when you say Art of Balance.
No problem. But for me, Art of Balance is like really, really, close to me and who I feel like I've developed, who I've become as a person. Growing up, I always wanted to be a well-rounded person. I always prided myself on just being well-rounded. You know what I mean? But then I got to the point in my life where I just felt like, okay, Jew, you might be being well-rounded, but you not being balanced. You know what I mean? You can be well-rounded, but you can be closed-minded to certain things. So your little box that you're trying to be well-rounded in may not be conducive to the environment or whatever it may be. So when I say the art of balance, I'm looking at it from the perspective of a universal level and not just that hood that you grew up in, so to speak, Balance is an important thing for me. You know, I incorporate it with my diet, with my spiritual doings, whatever it may be. Like I try to focus and center it around balance. So I decided to, you know, make this song and make balance an art itself. You know what I mean? So that's basically where it came from.
Wow, that's dope. That's deep. That's dope. So basically, to get back to the basics, we're here promoting the album. Like I say, Soul Power 2, The Power of 3. You know, this is our second project as a group. Like I said, if you've been following us, then you kind of been keeping up. You know, my last album, King Status. And next we got following this album, we got The Time Machine by Christopher H. But this right now is all about Soul Power 2, The Power of 3. Yeah, so also I wanted to mention, I forgot to mention earlier, Candace is Christopher H's wife. She got a solo on the album or whatever. She R&B singer, and she sang, the song is called Daylight. It's dope as hell. So Christopher H actually wrote the song. So what exactly inspired you, Chris, to write that song Daylight, and what exactly does Daylight mean? Like what is it all about? Break it down for us real quick.
Well, the song is actually about like, say if you was a type of person that was introverted or normally don't be in the spotlight, but you have some type of talent that you kind of want to shine, you drawn to the daylight. That's basically what the theme of the song is. You know, it was kind of my first song writing, a singing song. So you know, I hope y'all like it. She did a good job on it, and yeah, that's it for that.
Nice. Yeah, like I said, it's a dope song. Y'all gonna like it. Again, just to remind y'all, the album coming out April 30th. So you know, be on the lookout for that. Like I said, y'all follow us. If you follow us on social media, we're gonna be posting a lot and updating y'all on as it get closer and closer to the release of the album. So we appreciate all the support, and everybody continue to, you know what I mean, if you with us on Facebook, you know, we gonna probably start a Facebook page soon with our fan page, and we're gonna probably send out a invite to a bunch of people. And if you support us, I want to thank you and hope that you keep supporting. What do you feel about the state of hip hop? Like, as far as like what everybody seem like they want to listen to. You know, you look on social media, we got people who sometimes even people we close to. You know, the music that the people seem to want to hear the most is some of the most unconscious stuff. We consider ourselves a conscious rap group. We say stuff in our music that's relatable to real life. So what do y'all think about the state of hip hop and what people seem like they want to hear more of? Do you feel like, what do you think we have a place in the hip hop game today? Steve, I'm gonna start with you.
Yeah, absolutely. For me, I feel like Gold Collar, this group right here, we're needed in the hip hop game to begin with. You know what I mean? Because again, like my brother said, we're conscious. We're bringing substance to the game. We're bringing style. You know, we're bringing all these things, and I think the people need to hear these things. You know what I mean? If you follow me on Facebook, you know my train of thought. You know what I mean? I want to take them blinders off. You know, and that's not gonna change with the music at all. Same thing with my brothers and my cousins. This is my brother. This is not my cousin. This is my brother first of all. But yeah, same thing, man. The hip hop game is good. I appreciate everybody for doing what they do. You know, there's the Atlanta movement, there's in New York, there's whatever it is. But what we want to do is we want to bring that balance, basically. You know.
Yeah, I'm on the same thing. Really, for me, the state of hip hop is kind of like, you know, it's just different from what I truly like. So I decided like to make it a point to try to make the music that I like. You know what I mean? That I feel like it's missing. Not too many people make no more. So instead of, you know, complaining about it, we just took it on ourselves and said we just gonna make it, instead of knocking the next person or what they do, let them do them, and we gonna do what we do and what type of music we like to make. That's my goal. So
that's real talk. I totally agree with both of y'all. I feel the same way. You know, like I said, we from the same cloth. So basically, across the board, our ideas are gonna be real similar on that, because we put a lot of thought into this hip hop thing. We don't just rap and just do it just to be doing it. Like Juice said earlier, like Juice Steve said earlier, we actually fans of this game. We've been fans of hip hop. So before I put anything on a piece of paper, I ask myself, is it something I would want to listen to? So I think a lot of rappers today, you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, they got music for different modes. They got music for different times of the day. You know, club music is club music. There ain't nothing wrong with no club music. Ain't nothing wrong with, you know, you got your hood music, you got your, you know, your ghetto fab music or your gangster music, shall I say? You know, and that's cool for a certain time. You might, if I'm in a gym, I might want to hear something like that. But when it comes to substance, when it comes to what should be played the most, you know, my views on that is not going to change, because I feel like if we spend more time with things that'll feed our conscious mind positive energy versus the negative, we'll think more positive thoughts, you know what I mean? But not to bore you with all that, but basically, like I said again, just be on the lookout. The album gonna be coming out April 30th. It's gonna be a dope album. You know, like I said, we ain't gonna fail you. You know, like if you really like hip hop, and if you support us anyway, because, you know, I mean, our family and friends, for most of them support us anyway. We appreciate it. Like I said before, we appreciate the support. Continue to do so, you know. But you know, when the album come out, we gonna post it. Don't be scared to hit that share button. We trying to put it out there for more and more people to hear. If you could share, you know, if you could share a D1 video, or you could share these unknown dudes you don't even know. You know, there are a lot of people on our Facebook page and you know, social media that do that. They share people who we don't know, but they don't even share us, and we right here within the circle, you know. And our music is better than theirs in most cases. So, you know, just open up and you know what I mean, everybody support each other. I support black-owned business anyway. Anything somebody doing, I try to support off GP if I know them, if I'm cool with them like that. That's just, I don't even have to like it. I'm gonna support it just because that's my role. I feel like it's just being a real person. That's just what I'm gonna do. But like I said again, album coming out April 30th. Be on the lookout. You know, it's gonna be dope. And anything else you want to say, Chris? Juice Steve? Get the album. That's what they say. You ain't gonna be sorry. You heard it. All right.
It's free to share. So.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Meanwhile, holla.